What's up, all my inspirational tea sippers? This is Shantara, and welcome back to my channel, you guys. I pray that you are well, doing amazing, feeling amazing, holding on to hope and faith, you guys. It's Monday. It's a little bit after lunchtime, and I've got a few things to take care of today, ripping and running around, but I just wanted to stop and have a conversation with you guys in regards to what I've been thinking. So I was sitting in my car yesterday, which I'm doing right now too. It's just a way for me to get away from the kids and kind of just get in my thoughts and just think or cry or pray or whatever. I was thinking about how a divorce can change you. And I was thinking about some of the changes that going through a divorce or a separation, things of that, a divorce, something that you committed your life to thinking that it would last forever. And I was just thinking, like, it has changed me in good ways that I can see, and it has changed me in some not so good ways that I can see as well. Some of the good ways that I think that it has changed me, I would say I'm more wiser. Even though I do see myself still making some kind of like some of the same mistakes here and there, I do believe that it has changed me for the better and it has made me a lot wiser. I would also say that going through a divorce has allowed me to examine myself and line up my priorities and what matters the most to me. And in that regards, I'm going to have to say it's me. I love me more than I love to be treated like crap. I love me more than I love to be lied to. I love me more than I want to be manipulated. I love me more than anyone trying to get me to change my mind about anything in that aspect. I would also say that going through a divorce has allowed me to cut off toxicity a lot quicker than I normally would have in the marriage. It took me 13 years to leave something very, very toxic. And there was some red flags and signs and all of that stuff in the beginning before I even married, looking back, knowing that the marriage shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. So, that has a lot to do with self-esteem and self-worth and what you feel like you deserve and all of this stuff, being broken and not being healed and all of that. Now, I would say I'm not healed completely, but I am far off and way further than what I used to be, thinking back in a marriage and being a couple of years or a year and a half out of the marriage. So I'm a lot further as far as like in healing than where I was, but I'm not completely there. But it has allowed me to recognize red flags, signs, things that I don't want as far as in my future and in a relationship moving forward. I just feel like at this point, I have daughters. Yes, my 15-year-old has had a baby and all of that stuff or whatnot. But I feel like at this point, I don't want to deal with and or accept anything that I don't want my daughters to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that just because you're making these choices and decisions that the kids that you're raising are not going to make these choices and decisions. What I'm saying is I will be able to sleep better at night knowing that I made these necessary changes and adjustments in the aspect of being a better example. So that way, if they decide to make different choices and decisions, that's on them because that's life. Everybody has choices, but I can sleep better and peaceful at night knowing that I've made the necessary adjustments and did what I was supposed to do in regards to being a better example. So I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with that. Now, some of the negative things, like I have always been, a drinker. Yeah, there are spots in my life where I wasn't drinking, I wasn't doing anything, but I've always enjoyed a drink, like celebration with family, hanging whatever, whatever, going out with my sister, love to dance, I would love to drink. But the going through this divorce, I noticed some of the negative things as far as like drinking. I picked up drinking. I don't drink every single day and I'm not like blackout drunk, but it is still more than I noticed than it ever has been. And it is not more than it's ever had been. Woo, Lord, I used to blackout drunk. But it's more, it's more. And it has changed me in that way. And I would also say too, like I didn't used to be a cusser. And I'm just being open and transparent with y'all. And it don't matter what people think about me at this point because, baby, these life lessons that I'm learning, anyways, I cuss. And I didn't used to be like before this. Yes, I used to be a cusser. I used to cuss like a sailor because I was so mad, so angry, so pissed off about my mama being gone, so pissed off about how I felt about family, so pissed off. I was so angry. And so I used to cuss like a sailor. And then when, I was getting into my healing and doing the work and asking God to heal me, I didn't want to be angry no more, this, that, the other. I stopped cussing. I wasn't cussing. Yeah, I would, dealing with my kids. Yeah, because it sounds better. Get your ass up there and get that room clean before I whoop you. Stuff like that, but I wasn't a cusser. I didn't cuss. And so moving forward now, I noticed that I cuss a lot more. It's like, at times it feels better to get that off of your chest, or sometimes that I've approached the divorce and had something to say to him and it was just words that weren't of God, but it just felt better to say it that way, like MF, you got me effed up, like I'm tired of playing. I've been playing this game with you. I was good to you. I was this, I was that. Sometimes it just feels better to drop a F-bomb or drop a S-bomb, or and I just be like, yeah, and I can see that. And I'm like, dang, I cuss a lot more than I used to cuss. And I don't like the fact that I cuss a lot more. And I'm not saying I'm not gonna ever cuss, because when it comes to these kids and what I be dealing with in this household in regards to them, oh, you gonna get a cuss word, baby. You're gonna get a cuss word. And you can get your ass up there and you're gonna get that room clean. You're gonna get your ass up there and you're gonna do like what the hell I said, or you're gonna catch a beat down. Take it how you want to take it, mix my words up, twist it up, do whatever, call it abuse, call it that, call it that. These kids know what's going on in this house. These kids ain't being whooped, and that's the problem. They need a good whooping. It's called a tune-up. But anyways, that's one of the negative things that I've noticed in myself that I am going to be working on. I'm not going to be completely like none like, but I do want to work on some of my cussing. Like the divorce has changed me. Like I did not used to cuss like that, and it changed me in a negative way in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? And I can see that. So that's something that I want to work on too. But for the most part, to wrap this all up, I believe that it's changing me for the better, and I'm so thankful and grateful for my experiences when it comes to relationships and this divorce and being in this marriage that was so toxic. Like what I'm learning now is priceless. Like you cannot, and I won't be swayed with what I know to be true, what I feel, where I want my boundaries, what I'm willing to accept, what I want to see going forward, how I want to be moving forward, some things that I got to change moving forward in order to be successful and experience all what God has for me. And I know I keep saying the same thing over and over, y'all, but this is just the baby steps and the life lessons that you got to learn and pushing yourself forward in order to see these things. And sometimes it takes time. And I know a lot of us ain't where we feel like we should be, or we see other people succeeding faster than us, or we feel like we could have been further than where we are right now. But I'm here to confirm and to tell you right now that you are exactly where you are supposed to be in this very moment. You are where you are right now in this very moment. And it's just up to us to learn the lessons and gain the knowledge and the wisdom in that thing. Start listening back to God. If you slipped, if you fell, get back up, pick yourself up, because he's so gracious and he's so merciful and he's there for us. He always has been. He's never left us, nor has he forsaken us. I know I said in all my videos, and life gets hard and it will pull you and make you want to completely completely end it all. I know I'm speaking from experience, but having a newfound outlook on life, and God getting me through this situation that I'm in regards to the divorce and the kids, and the different setbacks and all of that stuff. Like, I'm learning so much, and these lessons are so valuable, and God is still there to fulfill his promises to me and you. So I'm going to continue to stay the course, and I'm just here to tell you that yes, certain situations may change you. They may change you for the positive, and they may change you for the negative, but as long as you can see where you are, and as long as you can acknowledge where you are and start making those necessary changes, baby, the promises for you are still yes and amen. So have a blessed and wonderful Monday, you guys. Try to start out and live out the rest of this week coming up in the new year, finishing, purging, cleaning, doing whatever you got to do, and getting a new start, because God is in this thing, and this thing is bigger than what we can ever imagine. And those who have been through so much, there is a reward for us if we stand our ground, hold our boundaries, never give up, hold on to hope and faith, and continue to be genuine and loving and kind and respectful, and we just keep moving forward. God is about to show his hand. Until the next time, inspire, be inspired. I love you guys. God bless you. Good day.